Shavo from System of a Down is out doing a press run in support of the band's limited West Coast tour, one of few shows that the band has done in the United States over the last few years. This is a band that sort of picks and chooses their shots. They play sort of rarely, and even more so rare, they haven't released an album in well over 10 years now at this point. Something that has left the members within the band at odds with each other, not so much personally, but creatively. They've gone lengths to clarify that. They want to make it clear that there is no bad blood between these members, and it is merely a creative difference that has left them unable to get on the same page. You know, over the last couple of years, it looked like we were closer than ever to get a new System of a Down album. There were photos being posted from the studio. They were all but telling us, hey, this album is dropping on this date. But since then, it fell apart. These members have talked about that in interviews. They've talked about it extensively, but since then, they've kind of gone dark. But now, in a fascinating new interview with KROQ on the Kevin and Bean Show, great show there, Shavo appeared, and shout out to the interviews here. They went right for it. They got right into it. And also, shout out to Shavo. This is an honest dude. He gave a very thoughtful answer about it, indicating that he really wants to do this album, and he even joked that they could bring in a therapist like Metallica did to maybe sort things out for the band and help them get on the same page and work things out. Here is a little bit of him talking about why they haven't been able to get on the same page, and we'll get to some of the other parts of the interview.
People respond to social media. That's where, okay, it's getting complicated because of social media, because it's a he said, she said thing. Yeah. So everyone tries to like say their piece because of what they've read. So that's all it is. Nothing new. It's anything you've read in the last 2 years, it's been around for the last 10 years. So it's just now coming out because social media is out there. If it was my way, it would be now. You know
right, of course, yeah.
But I'm asking
not.
you
It takes
for
four to tango. So
to guess about the whole band. Next 5 to 10 years, or no?
I'm hoping.
Hoping. Okay.
I'm hoping because, like I said, for me, we have so much material.
Right.
We've had material for like the last 10, 12 years, you know. We all write.
Later on in the interview, the interviewer questioned him about how they say that it's not so much adversarial, how they're still good friends. And the interview challenges him, saying, you know, look, it's gone on this long. How are there not issues within the band? There's got to be some sort of bad blood between these members. He goes on to say this.
I don't know how there's not some bad blood, some animosity. I don't know how you get together and play a show and not think about it.
Well, listen, man, I personally do think about it always, and I can't speak for the rest of the guys. I do think about it, but I don't hold grudges. I can't do that. But it's hurtful because I really do want to play, and I want to make music, and I want to make a record, and I didn't join a band and didn't get famous to stop playing music.
Right,
you know what
exactly.
I mean? I want to play more music. But it is what it is, and we're going to roll through the punches
You're
right
playing
now.
Saturday at
We're
Glen Helen.
playing Saturday. We'll do as many as we can, as many as everybody, the unit, wants to do together.
Right.
I can't force anybody on stage. I can't force anybody into a studio. I can't force anyone anywhere. So
later on in the interview, he was asked about whether or not the band should hire a therapist like Metallica did in their infamous, actually very good documentary, Some Kind of Monster. And Shavo, he jokes that he's all for it. Yes, it might actually be helpful for the band to get something done in the studio and possibly release some new music.
And let's send Metallica psychiatrist, too. Let's
hey,
send
dude,
that
I've had
out there,
that.
too.
I've had that conversation.
Have you?
I bet you have, yeah.
Because that would be cool, you know, like maybe someone has to sit in the middle and be like, you know, this is what he means.
Let's work it out,
This is
right?
what he means. You
And
know?
by the way, that's fine.
Yeah.
But there's nothing.
Why not?
But like I said, it's
Your
not like.
fans would love to see that happen because
True.
your fans want that.
But it's not like someone has done something, so it's not like this. They can be like, "Oh, he did this for that reason." No, it's just, I don't know.
I'm
It's
willing to
different.
put it out there. I will go to Glen Helen, and we will all do ayahuasca, and we
like
will
it. Puke.
figure this all out together
I'm in.
as a people.
Ayahuasca and puke.
Yes. Who's in?
That's some good music. Ayahuasca, puke, and good music. That's a weekend.
So you can check that off on the list. Shavo is another member of System of a Down who wants to release new music. We know that Serge is taking credit for the holdup there. He was very honest in his statement. You can go back on this channel and see about that. So right now, with this band, it still looks like we're no closer, but, you know, there's that 25th anniversary of them being a band coming up in the next 2 years. Maybe we'll get something then. Maybe we'll get some new music. But again, System of a Down fans, sound off in the comments. What do you think we have to do to get some new music from this band here? We all want it. Everybody in the band except for Serge seemingly wants it. Well, Serge wants it too. I don't want to say he doesn't. He said he does, but it's got to be on his terms. They got to work things out here. Hopefully they can. They're all great dudes. They're all amazing musicians, and everybody wants this to happen. So hopefully someday in the future it will happen. When it does happen, you can subscribe to Rock Feed here with notifications on. We will tell you as soon as we know. Thank you so much for tuning into Rock Feed as always. Again, don't forget to subscribe with notifications on. We appreciate you tuning in and day out. We try to do the best we can here for you. We try to do right by the rock and metal community so it never dies. Thanks so much for choosing us, and we'll see you all very soon.